Hello and welcome to another walkthrough video for Country Clearance Auctions for our next auction to be held at Lockhart in New South Wales, Australia on the Sunday the 2nd of November. We're going through in approximate lot number order, showing the items that are in this sale. I'm not a professional cinematographer, and you'll be certain of that by the end of this. So, starts on furniture and bits and pieces. Collection of radios just through this section here early in the sale. Radios and test equipment. A very rough piano accordion, to the extent that there's a back panel missing from it as well. However, the squeeze box does work. Nice heavy table there. A few trunks around the place, as often happens. Marantz tuner. Candlesticks, etc., and candles in that box. Various box lots, various furniture as we start. Mainly vintage furniture this time. And nice little cabinet there, unfortunately painted. It's got the shell type handles on it. Big garden pot, little garden stand. Little group lot. Very tidy child's potty and cane. Have lamps. Set of dining chairs with a Melbourne Makers mark underneath them. You'll get further information from the catalogue, which is on countryclearanceauctions.com.au. Shelves, stand for hats for a shop. Little display cabinet with little packaging. Nice Art Deco kitchenette. A very nice Cooper's dipping powder box. Some of the advertising, quite a bit of signage in this sale. Handy rug and a couple of new outdoor umbrellas there. Art supplies and a couple of canvases. Typewriters, aluminium wall plaques for chooks, roosters, a couple of big lots of daggy enough records down this end. Nice Coleman Esky, which I do appreciate. Esky and Coleman are two different brands. A nice little slope front cabinet there. Does have a piece of wood missing just there. Nice rocking chair. Trunk made out of a sunshine embossed panel from a early sunshine harvester. Unusual piece. Would have been possibly depression made by the colour, last painted in the 1970s. Trunk with a Uardry station connection to it. Details are in the catalogue, or hit pause and look at that. Nice little piano stool. Another lot of the records. Side tables, Lego, the Technic box is basically empty. There's little parts drawers in there that have got various Lego pieces in them. So it's just a mixed lot of Lego bits and pieces. Handy little camp oven. Set of small drawers. Couple of Roadworks lanterns. Unfortunately, the top, this is well, it's the equivalent of this one here, but the top runner is brittle and out of it at this stage. I couldn't hammer it in without it snapping, so most of that runner is there, but you'll need to work out a way of putting it in. Shoe Repairers of New South Wales Association, or Footwear Repairers. Roll of paper on a paper roller. A telescope, a microscope, a nice little cedar sideboard, nice little meat safe, and chest of drawers, which I think is a marriage with the mirror on the back. Gramophone, I have not been able to get it winding, so I'm not sure if it's working or not. Nice little 50s hall table. Horden Brothers box with the hat that would have been in it. I think it's got a 1947 from memory receipt, somewhere about that period. Nice washstand. Couple of Bakelite phones, one has no wiring to it. The cords are being cut. Couple of Bakelite radios. A nice display cabinet that opens from the ends. A nice upright display cabinet with Queen Anne legs. Open shelves with drawers at the bottom. Some rugs in the corner. Just a mixture of stuff there. There is details to the main rug. A willow bin with Rosella packaging from much earlier. I'd say that's 1970s, the bin itself. Nice hall stand. Little footstool. Whatnot. Golfing figure, etc. Couple of homemade signs from two different vendors, so it's not like they're on the same shop. We move up the back quickly. We have an ARB bull bar, not sure what it was originally on, and a couple of beds, I think a king size and a queen size. Ulysses motorcycle jackets, little fur stole, more Ulysses stuff there, one big job lot of memorabilia from an estate. A lounge. Ticketing machine, I'm assuming for early movies. Came out of the Lynch estate, the Lynch collection. We've got a handful of planter stands, etc. Something which I missed in the walkthrough photos is this skin. I believe it is a recoloured cow skin. If not, it may be extremely scarce. Printer with various supplies behind. Then we have double-sided under-awning sign there. It has been wired up and has a remote control to be able to operate it and display it in your collection. Goodyear's tyres, or Goodyear tyres, sign there, fairly heavily rusted around the edges, particularly the bottom edge. A couple of record players, a mirror that's designed to look older than it is. I think French farmhouse mirror or something like that described on the back, but it is quite modern. Little dolls pram there. Maybe Cyclops, but I don't think there's any markings on it. A couple of dolls. A Wii console. A little chord organ with creative use for a dunny roll by putting the chord in it. Coca-Cola memorabilia. And Barbie and other scooter and skateboard. Move over to this side. We've got a STAD slide projector and dumbbells and a collection of assorted appliances from an estate. Small electricals, just one lot. Those lots don't go for much and are quite handy if you need some stuff, if you've just moved out of home or whatever. A puller in that box, which is brand new, it's still sealed, 4-ton hand puller, but the box is rough as an old, just out of an estate shed. Nice display cabinet with pinboard on the back. Cutlery, hardware, a couple of fans, and we hit the uranium glass. 8 lots this time. Nice little selection. Toolboxes, miscellaneous tools, mostly vintage this time. Some cords and workshop lights. More older tools. Come up the front of this section, and we've got the hot dog maker, handy 1980s boombox, magnifying light, little porch light, pet clippers, more hardware, a boxed meat grinder by Lumina. I assume that's how it's pronounced. The last of the gumball machines that will be coming in. This one does have a crack in the glass. A couple of older car parts, BC Valiant tail lights and FXFJ Speedo cluster. Stanley toolbox, just with a mess of tools there, straight out of an estate. A couple of sewing machines, mini one and larger one. Various home clippers, or hair clippers I should say. We cut around to a couple of portable televisions, 60s, 70s, black and whites. Quite a nice work zone step ladder. We have a few electricals, handy little display fridge, a couple of box lots. I think one of those was, I think the laminator from memory was still packed up as new. Some scales. Nice handy little run there. Guillotine, TV, powers up, haven't tried anything beyond that. Nice little selection of wall clocks in this sale. A bit of Junee memorabilia in this sale, including this one, which is the Jimmy Martin shield for darts. A couple of tripods military. Nice little driveway gate, probably 1950s. More tools, a camp oven and camp oven tripod. Crosscut saws, a couple of sunshine panels, as new cantilever tool set, more older tools. We cut across the back of here with a bit of signage, various ages. A couple of the transformer clocks. Then we go through mainly vintage tools once again, Black & Decker wood turning lathe, saws, meat hooks, and nice infill plane, which is the half wood, half metal. Some scales, some other bits and pieces of tools there, spoke shaves, etc. Nice run of breast drills, a couple of lanterns, a couple of wall saddle carriers. Very nice ring lock. Butter churn, lantern and stove are together. The stove's fairly rough condition, the lantern is in nice condition. Bit of a run of Wagga memorabilia here. Copies of photos, etc. relating, I think, all to, or pretty much all to Wagga. There is a big quantity of them there. The rates valuation book from 1919 for the municipality of Wagga. Wagga history book. A bit of a collection of movie posters, probably 60s, 70s by the looks. Bit of gaming. Including SNES, Super Nintendo, earliest of the PlayStations, an Atari 520 ST. The vendor tells me it was upgraded at the time that the next model came out to the 1040 ST specifications. Original Xbox. Nice run of linen, etc. Big collection of linen tea towels. Ensign ties with original new old stock ties in it. Some rules, etc. Cardboard sign for the Silco thread. Thing of wool hamper, various hats, more and more linen there. Moving through, we have cameras, another smaller type boombox, jugs, etc. Easy built set, milk bar, cups, Bushell's tea tin, 3 kilogram one, I think about 1990s those were. Just a nice mixture. Wrapped in plastic but original beer cartons. some play-used cars, etc. There's a few boxes through this of Pokemon cards, clocks, etc. And a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ukulele. Those are A.W. Allen's. The confectionery company money boxes, plastic from the 1960s, big format items. Drysbone sign, Space Galaxy toy, paint sample books, Uncle Fester, very good representation as a lamp, records, poetry books, a good collection out of an estate of a train driver of about 1940s to 1960s memorabilia relating to New South Wales Railways and Hickory Golf Clubs. Move down onto the coins and so on. Blackout Lantern, a album of Australian pennies, missing 3, including the 1930 unfortunately being one of the missing ones. More coins and notes. Go up the top. Have a nice run of handy oilers. Record cleaners. Station assistant's hat badge. A few more coins, including the 30th anniversary of the $2 coin and a domed coin. Some padlocks, including a NASCO car steering wheel lock, which does have the key, and a few Sidchrome locks which don't have keys. New old stock cigarettes from about the 1940s at a guess. Game Mate Gaming that has had the batteries corrode in it. I don't know whether it's salvageable from there for use. It certainly would be for parts. Cereal toys, a couple of gaming items there that are together in one lot. Then we move into the jewellery, a lot of pearls, some white gold and gold through there, bit of silver as well. I do think 428 is jade. It does, on a warm day, it is still cold to the touch, so it's certainly a stone. Pearls again. Collection of charms, more silver and some watches, a nice run of sample tins and others, tabloids, tea tablets for instant tea, I guess. Nice Fowler's Bacola barbecue sauce bottle. Pipes. Knives and bits and pieces. Nice little marbleised one and a Bakelite handled one. And we move into the front room. Going through into some of the china and glass of Bradman's Don Bradman albums. A really nice lighthouse lamp. Other bits and pieces, a little Art Deco table clock. A bit more signage. Convex picture frame. Painting, I think from the central coast of New South Wales, Dora Creek it says, J. Harvey, it's signed by Loyal, probably about turn of the century, 1900. 1960 Pin-Up Girl calendar from Trundle, or promoting a business in Trundle. Branowski print. Hard to get the right angles with the light here at times, and a limited edition print of a Kookaburra. Nice little sign there for Silver Star starch. It does have the curled edges. I do believe it's an original one, not a repro. Alabaster or otherwise vase. A couple more pieces of carnival glass. Nice little collection of sauce and related bottles. A few decorative pieces. Plaster statue. A Mother Goose lamp base. Bit of Australian pottery. We've got some better Australian pottery coming up later. The McLaren piece is quite nice. So we have mirror there with the lyrebird on it. A cuckoo clock. That's can flats that were discarded and made into building materials, but still nice and original. An aged newspaper stand. Lots of interesting collectibles, magazines, records, etc. Some cards yet again. Penguin collection newspapers. TH Mate, sample packets from Mates in Albury, Hume Ware souvenir, a couple of Wagga pieces, including a stock agent's advertising thermometer, an Amico from Junee, a couple of Oats Groats tins, Piccaninny floor polish with no lid. That's a McRobertson's piece, unusual piece, the early 60s I think, so top of the pops, tops of the top they actually say. Nice collection of early Australian published comics, about 10 of them in that pile. Spice tins. The cigarette and tobacco memorabilia. Three Castles cigarettes box is an early one, it is Australian. Winfield ashtrays. Kids collection of parts of cigarette cartons. Early women's weeklies. Sheet music, VB memorabilia. Some nice little confectionery memorabilia in that box. Terp cigarettes, Marlboro cigarettes, different eras. Other than a folder of pretty decent ephemera. Tracks vehicles, Matchbox, Corgi vehicles. 60s, 70s mainly comics, nice soap boxes, big collection of cards, fairly generic on the whole, but certainly a big quantity of them there. Uniroper slot car set, more Matchbox, more magazines, more toys, Victorian Railways newsletters. Cars in those boxes and the Pix magazines around onto the front. The reflections probably won't do this justice, but if you go to the walkthrough photos you'll get better. That's gone all right. So that's the Sunlight Soap mirror. Sheaf Stout by Tooths. sign does have a piece of glass missing in the centre, but would be a scarce sign all the same. Michelin enamel, 1880s presentation platter from Dubbo. Nice collection of railway lamps. Wall phone, oak one. Texaco Motor Spirit sign. It's double-sided, but the other side has been used. You'll see that also in the walkthrough photos. But the other side has been used for mixing cement. Nice packets that have been, tea packets that have been blocked for display so that they stand and show. A couple of nice early McRobertson's packets. Bushels of Mankato, retro huge brandy balloons. Probably the biggest Vincent's tin I think I've seen. And once again, the wrapper has been blocked for display. It's not full of the original contents. Saline tin by Invicta, big one. Tea tins. A couple of toy trucks. Shell promo Ferrari racing car, race horse. Art of cigarette advertising. Bengal razors and an original catalogue for barber and tobacconist supplies. A Furphy Shepparton camp oven. A couple of real nice pieces of, well, Australian pottery. Would be either, I think it's Bundamba, Queensland, or Bendigo Pottery, the Daily Bread one. An interesting, I think it's Australian, but I'm not certain. I do have who I think it's by, Australian Tessellated Tile Company is my thoughts on it. It's got ATT Co inside, little frog. If it is that, it is highly unusual. Fowlerware catalogue, original, 1930s thereabouts. A run of Politically Incorrect. So, brass house plaque, nice little run of carnival glass including kangaroo and swan. Bit of designer stuff. Art Deco doorstop, it is cast iron. Free air, I'm not going to get my angle right there, unfortunately. Texaco. We cut across, we've got some children's sewing machines, nice little group. The lovely pair of coach or buggy lamps. Paul Hogan embossed Winfield sign. Part of a pinball machine, make a great display. A nice run of steam engines. A couple of catalogues, including about 1928 or 9 Sunshine Harvester, and a washing machine catalogue from 1887. More tins. Sign and a collection of 4711 bottles. Cut back around here. Nice green glass. Doesn't light up under black light. Bit of ruby glass. Some Belique. There is some few runs of Belique throughout the sale. Early Barsoni lamp, very small one. Not signed, but the early stuff wasn't. Clarice Cliff and Charlotte Reed. A bit more ruby glass. A bit more carnival glass. A real interesting lamp with rose decoration there. Unusual squat shape to it. Some Kookaburra vases, more Belique. Sesquicentenary plate. There, a bit of Coalport. Australian pottery. Interesting, made from bone. Birds on lamp. A couple of cottage wear items. And mantle clock, penguin float, centerpiece in a later bowl. Representation of early biplane. Get the details from that if you pause. All there. Lifebuoy soaps, razor, mat, etc. Sydney tram section of the destination roll that's been framed. Quite a nice butter churn and scale. Couple of glass rolling pins. Wynyard electric jug sign. Never been used, it has not been folded, would be very scarce, the jugs are very scarce. A little bit of Rosella signage. Kitchenalia, nice little selection of cast iron irons. Bit of cutlery. Going around the corner into the oil area. Vacuum Oil Company panel. Quite a nice cardboard Castrol sign. Bits of the oil memorabilia. Lanolin and Alpha Laval tins. The back of the Alpha Laval is badly dented. So that's what that is. The front would still display quite nicely in a collection on shelves. Till you get a better example. Electric jugs, grease guns, fruit jars, a few bottles, early craft cheese box, a few demijohns, etc. And fruit bottles, Tooth's Blue Bow bottles, jars, bottles, etc. Insulators, bit of the rural stuff, Alston Windmills catalogue, Motor Spirit box ends, Motor Spirit and kerosene, some shearing machine parts, vintage, dehorner, blow torches, Corona signage and Corona beer banner sign. Couple of crates there, Sharp Brothers Home Delivery and Shelley's. Both sides. Some wire strainers, Group lot of oil memorabilia, trenching stuff and farm stuff. Come over onto the table lots. Just mixtures, quite big lots there. Useful, interesting stuff through them. And we go down the back to the box lots. Give you a bit of a view of other stuff from other angles. And for the finish of the box lots, artworks of one lot, for example. Some of the box lots shown are single boxes, some of them are 6 or 7 boxes, such as all of this crockery and glassware is all one lot down that side. Going through, and a few games, etc. Some interesting linen, cushions and so on. State electricals, which are untidy, are untested. Automotive magazines, and finishing this sale at lot 836 on some plush toys. There's actually some handy stuff through that. Some interesting bits and pieces. And that is the sale that will be on Sunday the 2nd of November at Lockhart, New South Wales at 125 Green Street, and hopefully we will see you there. Thanking you.